We are here at the Seaport Airlines booth at the Ozark Expo, and Rachel McNair is here. What is your title?
I'm sorry, do what?
What is your title?
Title, I am a customer service associate.
And tell us about Seaport Airlines.
Seaport Airlines is one of the coolest things that's ever happened to Harrison. What we are here to do is to get the Harrison population to Kansas City and Memphis so they can make easy connections and they essentially can get anywhere in the world they want to go from right here in Harrison.
And do you look to add any other destinations?
We are. We've got a big announcement coming up at the end of this month. Can't tell you what yet, but so you need to be listening and finding out what's going on with Seaport.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about where well, you've told us where you go, but what kind of, what the schedule is?
Okay, we have 2 scheduled flights daily, each to Kansas City and then 2 to Memphis. To Memphis, our rates start as low as $54. That includes your taxes, your fees, your luggage. And then to Kansas City, it's $74. So,
not a bad price at all.
Not bad at all.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about other services that you, besides just those 2 destinations. Tell us what our public wants to know.
Well, if you don't mind making the connection in Kansas City or in Memphis, we also fly to Jonesboro, Arkansas, El Dorado, and Hot Springs.
And what kind of airfares are there for those places?
It's going to vary. It's probably going to go up about $20 each direction. I don't know that off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
That's okay, but and that's one way.
That is one way, yes.
And if you just pretty much double that for round trip?
It is. It's 108 round trip to Memphis and 148 round trip to Kansas City.
So again, we want to stress that if you book those flights, you can get to anywhere because they go into a major hub.
Right. That's exactly what we're for. We're there to help you get where you need to go. So that's what Seaport's about.
And how long have y'all been here?
We've been here. It'll be 2 years in October. So.
Wow. I didn't realize it'd been that long. Well, we want to encourage you to use the Harrison Airport and connect with Seaport, and we want to thank Rachel for visiting with us.
Anytime. Thanks.
You know, we always save the best for last.
Aw,
you are the best.
Thanks.
You are the best.
So are you, Dan. I'm your biggest fan.
This is Marcia Carter, and she's the Public Relations Director from the North Arkansas Regional Medical Center. And you got a booth here, and you always put on a phenomenal show with all your screenings, testings, and
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. We do have a lot of things going on today. We have Hospice of the Hills here, and they're just educating the community about hospice and what all they do and recruiting volunteers, that kind of thing. The PN and RN student nurses from the college, Debbie Day, Kim Tinsley, Nona Gwynn, their students are helping to do body composition, height, weight, grip strength. They're also doing blood pressure and some carbon monoxide testing and some pulse oximetry testing. We have the MLT students, which is Sherry Gibboney's class from the college. That's medical laboratory technician class. And they are doing free glucose and cholesterol testing.
I had mine done.
Did you? Did you pass the test?
156 is my cholesterol.
Total or HDL? It was
I'm not
total,
sure.
I bet.
I don't know.
I
Probably
think
total.
it's both. Yeah, I bet you're right.
And do they get credit for the time they've spent here?
Their instructors do give them credit, and that's a wonderful thing because we couldn't do the expo without them. We simply could not afford to do it with paid staff.
And it's great to have that interpersonal contact for them because that's what they're going into profession for.
Exactly. The hands-on, with the patient is excellent experience for them. Yep, and we also have our volunteers here handing out literature and hats and pens and pencils and all kinds of goodies.
Totally dedicated staff.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
And you're one of those dedicated people.
Well, I hope that I am. I sure love my job. Did you hear that?
Yeah. That sounds like maybe a raise.
No, surely not.
We always need a raise, don't we?
Oh, well.
I carry a raise around with me all the time. It's like a 6-inch stool.
My dad always said, I'll raise you off the floor with my foot. Yeah, okay.
Well, we want to tell people that you're probably not going to be able to make it down because this is being recorded, but please take advantage of all the free screenings and the things that North Arkansas Regional Medical Center does. You do several throughout the year.
We do.
Can you tell us skin cancer? And
yes, we are going to have the colon cancer screening. It will be April 11th through the 15th. We'll be handing out all the kits, and then you bring them back the first Monday and Tuesday in May, and I think that's the 2nd and 3rd of May. And then we also, throughout the year, will have our cervical screening, breast, prostate, skin cancer, and then colon enrolling. That's the total.
Right,
We have
right.
5 of them all year.
Okay. And that happens throughout the year?
It does.
And they're all free?
They're totally free except,
The PSA?
yeah, the
Okay.
PSA is $25 and the pathology on the cervical screening is $15.
Okay.
Everything else totally free.
Okay, and you do a wonderful job with that. Marcia, thank you so
You're
much for giving
welcome.
us time, and
You
we
bet.
appreciate the North Arkansas Regional Medical Hospital.
Thank you,
Thank
Dan.
you.